what's up guys, we're back to our video. My name is Brian, and today we're going to be doing a chess tutorial. I don't know if it's going to be part 1 or whatever. So I'm going to teach you what a 400 ELO player knows about chess. So this is the knight. The knight moves in an L. You can hop over pieces and there's like black pieces here. Like normal pieces wouldn't be able to go here, but the knight would be able to go there. Okay, we should probably start with the pawn. So with the pawn, you can move 2 spaces forward on the 2nd or the 7th rank, depending if you're black or white. Black has to start on the 8th or 7th rank, and then white has to start on the 1st or 2nd rank. So you can move this, and after you just push forward, and then at the end you can make your queen, rook, knight, or bishop. You can't stay a pawn, sorry. So we already have the whole whole team here. So I'm gonna teach you how the queen moves. The queen moves straight lines. Okay, that was no. Here. At the ketchup, here, straight lines and diagonals. So the queen is the most important piece instead of the king because it controls so many squares. Like how many squares it controls? Like almost half of the board. Anyone who wants to count this can count this, but I'm not counting this. I'm not a nerd. I missed a square. Look, this is probably like half of the board, I'm thinking. So yeah, the queen is really strong, and I'm gonna teach you. I forgot to tell you what points, how many points. So pawn is worth 1 point, bishop 3, knight 3, rook 5, queen 9, and the king. I think it's infinite. I don't really know, or 0, whatever you want to know. So the bishop. In the game, you probably have a dark squared or light squared bishop. I'm just gonna use a dark squared bishop, and the bishop moves diagonally. Only diagonals. So the rook, Love you Rosman likes this. Got from chess, whatever. It moves in straight lines. Very easy. You can literally see the reset board, yeah, I think. So I already taught you how all the pieces work, and now I'm gonna teach you a few rules. So I'm going to teach you a few openings. So here, knight here, and if you're a beginner, then maybe you want to play like the 4 knights game. And maybe if your opponent's like, he might play this or play this. So this is like a, oh gosh, pretty good setup. If you're a beginner, I don't think you could put your bishop here because you get forked, and you definitely don't want to get forked. Like the eval bar, bro. And now the queen is out, even though you can kind of bully her out. Why does it put 5? You probably go back. You can and then just castle. So I'm gonna teach you guys castling. So e4, e5, knight f6, knight c6, and then bishop to c4, the Italian game. You can also play the Spanish, but if you're a beginner, like an intermediate beginner that doesn't want to play a 4 knights game, play bishop to c4. And then if you place a move, then you can castle. Yeah. I should probably not do this. Reset board. We'll delete the whole board. So imagine you have just like pawns here, and then you have your king here, and then you have your 2 rooks. Now you can castle. So castling, move your king to 2 squares, and the rook will go there. Same for long castling. and your king cannot move through check like this. So there's like a hole here, and the rook is guarding this square, like this whole file. You cannot castle. You can't castle, or else your king will be in check. Even like this, you can't castle. You can't short castle because the king moves through danger. You don't want the king to move through danger. Also, always castle early in the game, so you'll be more happy. What the? Hey. So, some things are different with foreign castling. If there's a rook on this file, then you can castle because the king passes through no danger, like this. Yeah. Go 2 squares. Yeah, he doesn't. The rook doesn't see the king. But I would recommend short castling in this position. If the rook's here, you can castle. The rook's oh gosh. The rook's here, you can't castle. And if there are pieces in the way, then you definitely cannot pull a ChatGPT and castle. Okay, now I'm gonna teach you guys en passant. So, okay, whatever. Just clear the board. And the king is on vacation. The kings are on vacation. And then we're trying to push the past pawns. Oh gosh, what the? Oh no. Trying to push the past pawns. And then a black pawn is there. And if it moves 2 squares up, then you can play en passant, taking this pawn. That's en passant, and now there's main 10. Yeah, and you can just promote very quickly. Okay, so yeah, that's basically all the special rules of chess. And by the way, if it goes here and then like you move around and move, he goes up here, and you can't en passant like that. You can't en passant like that. So yeah, the pawn has to move straight up 2 squares. And if your opponent plays this, you play knight here, and the opponent plays like bishop here, hangs the bishop, you can't play en passant. Yeah. Very sad. So I'm just gonna teach you guys like a main line of the Italian game. Okay. We're probably okay. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop to C4. The Italian game, the opening I recommend, and now we're going to the main line, develop the knight, and strike the center. Takes. Starfish recommends this move, but if you play here, then you can win the pawn. But I feel like beginners would definitely take, and then like castles, and you castle. So you have a pretty big center. You have the whole center to yourself. And then he can try, but he can't do it. Both of the pawns are protected, and then your bishop is on this long diagonal. So this is gonna be one more thing. So if the knight hops out here, you can either do the like fried liver attack, or just continue developing normally. Just don't play this, or else you get forked again. You don't want to do that. So okay. So maybe play this. What does Stockfish recommend? Hey Stockfish. Where's Sector Scenario? Okay. Stockfish recommends this move. Like this is just like a quieter game of chess. Castles maybe. Wait, no, not castles. Develop your knight. Your opponent plays this. Maybe play bishop pins. Put castles. Castle develops. Take, and your development's done. Also connect your rooks in the start of the game. You don't want unconnected rooks. So, one more tip, don't put your knights on the rim unless like real necessary. I'll show you one more example. here. Oh gosh. Here. Here. Like, if your opponent tries to scholars you play this and then you play this. It's better to play this move. But like, you can always defend with this. But I just don't really recommend it. Just play pawn here. And if you place Edgarioio Botes and place the Botes Gambit, then you can take it. So that's basically all. You just gotta remember. Don't put knights on the rim. Knights in the center are very good. Look at this octopus knight. Almost an octopus knight. Controls many squares. Maybe in the future you can again, outpost for him or whatever. Knight. So an outpost, basically. Like the knight, if he gets to I'm just gonna get the knight to the center of the board. Just don't play this opening. Here. Bishop here. This is an outpost, but it kind of blunders the pawn. Just remember, knights when defended by 2 pawns, and the other pawn's not gonna drop. It's like the minute he didn't play this move, it's just back here. Then your knight has a great position. It's threatening this, not letting your pieces move there. Kinda letting you move there, and then it's just a big center for the knight. Even though black is losing here. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.